Whatever you do for a living, I hope that you are wrapping up as successful of a year as Xcel Energy. They made about $1.5 billion this year, and they're asking for $5 billion more from customers to build the grid of the future. Given some of the other things that Xcel has spent your money on, you might be skeptical, but there actually is a legit case to be made for the grid of the future. I don't know why it does that. I move my hands, I hear the sound. Anyway, Marshall Zellinger, take us into that future, please.
Well, Kyle, I really thought the future might look more futuristic than a two-story box fan. It's heat pumps like these, electric vehicles, and solar panels on homes that are putting a strain on Xcel's current infrastructure. That's why Xcel is asking for more money from customers to enhance and create the grid of the It's the one time if Xcel asking customers for something that the customers might actually say, okay, I get it this time.
That soft hum is the sound of a heat pump, an electric way of heating and cooling homes. What you don't hear is the strain on the electric grid, not ready for customers transitioning to heat pumps.
It's like an extension cord. It has a certain rating, and if you are adding more sources or more demands on it, you might need to increase the size of your extension cord.
We went to Xcel Regional Vice President Jack Eiley to find out why Xcel needs to add a new charge to your bill.
Colorado just took the national lead in percentage of EVs sold. As customers seek to do that, as they seek to add heat pumps, we are seeing our demand growth at levels of about 7% per year in the next few years. It used to be 1% per year.
Xcel's plan is to be able to handle more homes with solar panels, 400,000 electric vehicles being charged, and 300,000 heat pumps on homes and businesses. That will require 35 new substations across the state. Where do you put 35 new substations? One of them already has a prime location, well, once the Rockies get better.
A piece of land that we've had reserved for a long time. It's directly across the street from Coors Field.
Of course, Xcel is going to tell you it needs more money for improvements.
The justification behind what they're doing is completely valid.
Salman Mohagagi is not paid by Xcel, but as a Colorado School of Mines electrical engineering professor, he understands the need.
A failure of, let's say, one transmission line or one generation plant can have a domino effect, ramifications across the state. So you might have like a brownout or a blackout for a significant part of the state.
That at some point, there will be a benefit for the customer to reduce costs.
Yes.
I feel like, okay, you're asking for more money from customers to build all this stuff. At what point is it, okay, we've done that, and now you're going to see this, or are we never, ever there?
We're actually seeing rates that are pretty consistent with inflation, so they'll stay real, or sort of constant in real terms, as the economists might say.
Xcel says an average electric customer currently pays about $97 a month. That would go up $1 a month starting in 2026, and by 2029, it would be almost $9 a month more.
That's the price that you have to pay for being able to meet the demand.
Those dollar amounts are not final. The Public Utilities Commission will have final say on any costs passed to customers. Kyle, what if you don't want the heat pump? What if you like gas-powered vehicles and you're never putting solar panels on your home? Can you opt out of the grid of the future? I think that's how you did it? No. Xcel says that you still use electricity and you benefit from the system upgrades.
Marshall, I appreciate the question that you asked him about at what point do the Xcel bills kind of level out, right? Because I think people get it, right? You pay more to get a better, safer infrastructure, but like at what point are we kind of good for a while, you know?
I feel like that's the question we've been asking since we started this coverage 2 years ago, and it's always the carrot on a stick, but then 5 years from now, what if there are more people adopting to electrification, then you need to build more infrastructure, and that graph's going to keep going like this for a while.
Yeah. But I think the secret, Marshall, is that you have to kind of like twinkle your fingers a little bit when you say grid of the future. There it is. All right, Marshall Zellinger, thank you.